What up, YouTube? Timbers here. Here is my official review for the new Bond movie, No Time to Die. Now, of course, this is pretty much Daniel Craig's final outing as 007 himself, James Bond. Of course, he played the role in stuff like Casino Royale, Quantum Sauce, Skyfall, and Spectre. So this is pretty much like his final outing. And I would say this right now, they did a pretty I know they did a really good job at pretty much sending down Craig's Bond off, with a bang. And I mean, down Craig, I know he was a really a good Bond the fifth time around, because what they say, the fifth time a charm. Now, of course, this is pretty much a movie that we were supposed to have last year, but because of the pandemic and everything, we kept getting delay, and yeah, they just kept delaying this thing over and over. And got to a point where I was like, okay, are they just gonna release this thing to streaming? Like, what are they gonna do? Is this thing ever gonna come out? But it finally got released, and you know what? I'd say it was right now. It was well worth the wait. Now if you guys pretty much don't pretty much know the full on story of this new Bond movie, James Bond, once again played by Craig, has pretty much left active service and is employing a pretty much a tranquil life in Jamaica, and of course, he's pretty much spending there with Lisa Doak's character here. Of course, the character's name is Madeline Swan, who's pretty much a little bit of a Bond's love interest, and so he's pretty much spending some quality time with her and all. But his piece is short-lived when his old friend Felix Leiter, played by Jeffrey Wright, from the CIA, pretty much turns up asking him for help and the mission to rescue this kidnapped scientist that turns out to be far more treacherous than expected, and it pretty much leads Bond onto the trail of this mysterious villain who is portrayed by Rami Malek. And I gotta say, son, it's pretty cool how literally the last three Bond villains in the Craig movies ended up being Oscar winners, because of course Javier Bardem won his Oscar and he was in Skyfall. You had Christoph Waltz, who of course won an Oscar, and he was in Spectre, and now Rami Malek, who won an Oscar, and he's in No Time to Die. So I find how funny it is that they pretty much got Oscar winners, like recent Oscar winners, to play like the villains. And Rami Malek, holy cow, he might just be in the new top 10 of best Bond movie villains. I mean, holy cow, he is so trying he is so dangerous. He is so menacing. I mean, he's probably no Blofeld. I mean, Christoph Waltz was a good Blofeld, but I'm talking about Donald Pleasence's Blofeld. He was he might even be. I think he might even be more scarier than Harvey Bardem's Skyfall villain. He was really that cool. Of course, you do have Christoph Waltz reprising his role as Blofeld here. You also have pretty much a new double, not a new James Bond. I know lots of people are, poo-pooing on this because it's a black female playing. Because if you guys don't remember, they pretty much announced that there is a new 007 in this, who's played by Captain Marvel's LaShawn Lynch, and so many people are so pissed off at that. I'm like, people, she is not when you say replacing 007, you're not replacing James Bond. You're a new agent. Like, you're 007. Like, seriously, people don't really get that nowadays. But that's I thought LaShawn Lynch was pretty good. I mean, nice to see her getting more action roles. I know she was pretty good in Captain Marvel, but she didn't really have much action to do in that. And I know she was so awesome in those. You even had Ana de Armas, so we pretty much have a Knives Out reunion between Daniel Craig and Ana de Armas. And to be honest, I'm a little disappointed that Ana de Armas didn't have much more screen time. She was mostly there for a few seconds, and that's to be honest, in the trailers you see on the Armisen, that's pretty much all the moments she has in the film. But she was still pretty decent. The action is, of course, really cool. I mean, this film is, of course, directed by Cary Fukunaga, who also could have gave us the It movies, but I still have no idea what happened with that one. But anyway, he, of course, did direct some other stuff, like he directed True Detective before. So Cary Fukunaga has directed some really cool action stuff, and I know he did a really decent job with No Time to Die. I mean, this film, really do feel like Avengers Endgame in a weird way of how they ended up, perfectly. And Daniel Craig, this is probably his most finest moment as Bond that he's ever been. I thought he just played this role perfectly for the one final time. And besides, of course, the other supporting cast, he also has some other people, players returning. Like, of course, you had Ben Whishaw returning as Q, which, by the way, it's really funny that Ben Whishaw and Rami Malek are both in this together. Granted, they're all sharing screen time, but I'm just saying because Rami Malek, of course, played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, and Ben Whishaw was actually in the pipeline to play Freddie Mercury once. So I kind of find that they got an actor who played Freddie Mercury with an actor who was going to be Freddie Mercury. So I really find that to be pretty funny there. Anyway, of course, you got Naomi Harris once again as Eve Money Penny. I mean, really cool muff for Naomi Harris, by the way. Of course, she was just seen in Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and now she's in this. I mean, pretty cool right there. And interesting that this is literally the first the first Daniel Craig led Bond movie to get an October release. Like his last Bond movies were mostly like November releases, so I find that to be pretty cool. Some of the scenery was really decent. This, of course, took place in like different parts of the country, and I thought the scenery was pretty good. There's also like a little girl in this who I actually thought was pretty adorable. And so lots of scenes. I really did quite like how they looked into Lea Sedok's character's past. That was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see Jeffrey Wright back as Felix Lester. I mean, he has not really been in a Bond movie since Casino Royale, so he pretty much starred in Daniel Craig's first outing as Bond, and now he's next appearing in Craig's final outing as Bond. So I found that to be pretty cool. I mean, yeah, this movie definitely is one of the best out of the Bond sequels. A tad bit too long. I think they could cut some stuff out to make it not that long, but the runtime wasn't so bad though. But anyway, yeah, I still thought this was a really cool Bond film. Great action. I also will be I'll also be remiss if I didn't mention Billie Eilish's song, which, by the way, I guarantee right now, Billie Eilish's song "No Time to Die" is guaranteed gonna get is probably gonna win the Oscar for Best Original Song because, of course, the last two Bond songs pretty much won the Oscar for Best Original Song. So, yeah. But frankly, I thought Billie Eilish's song in this was pretty cool. Like it was not as catchy as, let's say, Skyfall or Sam Smith's "Ride on the Wall" or anything like that. But I still thought this song was really cool. I mean, the opening the opening where the song plays, I thought it was really cool. Of course, the ending is really decent. I mean, after seeing this, I'm really curious to see who else are going to get you play the role of Bond. Like, what other Bond type stuff we're going to be getting in the future. Because we already know we're going to be getting more Bonds in the future. Let's be for real. So, yeah, No Time to Die, definitely one of the best Craig Bond movies, in my opinion. So, anyway, let me lead you guys. Did you have a chance to check out No Time to Die? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Where would it rank on your favorite list of the Bond list films? And bonus question, who would you like to see replace Craig as the next Bond? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simu sign out.